We will start with an SFCC 1 flap channel fault. Let's assume you are the pilot non-flying. You are in flight and everything is normal. Note that there are neither audio nor visual warnings in this case. The title of the failure is displayed on the engine warning display. SFCC 1 flap channel is faulty. As the flaps information is displayed on the engine warning display, no system page is called. As no action is required, after review and confirmation from Clear Flight Control, the status page is displayed for review. A cyan message advises us that we will have to switch GPWS flap mode off for the approach. Notice the green information, flaps slow. When an SFCC flap channel is inoperative, the flaps are still available, but they will move at half speed. If the two channels of one SFCC fail, both slats and flaps will operate at half speed. You can see that no inoperative system is displayed in the inoperative system column. After review and confirmation from the pilot, ECAM action completed. You have studied an SFCC channel failure. Let's see now another failure. You are now in the approach phase, and the slats and flaps need to be extended. Flap 1 has already been set for you. Set flap 2. On the engine warning display, read the title of the failure. Notice on the engine warning display that F locked and the flap triangle have turned amber, indicating that we have a flap fault. The amber F locked indicates that the flaps are locked. The white S and the green triangle indicate that the slats have reached the selected position. The flaps have been locked in position by the wingtip brakes, WTB, which are hydraulic devices. They lock the affected surface movement on both wings in case of asymmetry, overspeed, symmetrical runaway, or uncommanded movement. Note that they cannot be released in flight. If the flap's wingtip brakes are activated, slats operation is still possible, and vice versa. Notice you are restricted to flaps 2, limiting speed. After review and confirmation from the pilot flying, Clear Flight Control, the status page is displayed for review. The required landing configuration is flap 2. V approach and the landing distance will be increased to compensate for the locked flaps. Use the Quick Reference Handbook to determine the new V approach and landing distance. You can see in the Inoperative Systems column that the flaps are inoperative. After review and confirmation from the pilot flying, Clear Status. ECAM action completed. You have seen a flap locked fault. Let's assume we have no failure. You are the pilot non-flying and we are in approach. Flap 1 has been set and you are ready to set flap 2. Set flap 2. On the engine warning display, read the title of the failure. Notice on the engine warning display that S and the slat triangle have turned amber, confirming that we have a slat fault. we are restricted to VFE Flap 2. The action is limited to the recycling of the flap lever. The pilot flying will ask you to perform the ECAM actions. Perform ECAM action. The flap lever is back to 1. Set it again to 2. Perform. The slat recycling has not been successful. Notice that, in this case, the procedure steps stay on the engine warning display. After review and confirmation from the pilot flying, clear flight control. You can see that we are now in alternate law. The loss of the protections is confirmed on the primary flight display by the amber crosses at the roll limits and also at the pitch limits when visible. After review and confirmation from the pilot flying, clear flight control. The status page is displayed for review. A white approach procedure title shows us the procedure to apply for the approach. In this case, GPWS and flaps settings. The approach and the landing distance will be increased to compensate for the faulty slats. Use the Quick Reference Handbook to determine the resulting landing distance. Observe the confirmation that we are in alternate law. You can see in the Inoperative Systems column that the flight control protections and the slats are inoperative. After review and confirmation from the pilot flying, clear status. ECAM action completed. We will now review some other slats and flaps protection features and indications.
When the takeoff configuration push button is pressed, an amber caution message, Flap MCDU Disagree, is triggered in case of discrepancy between the real takeoff flaps position and the value entered in the MCDU performance takeoff page. A flap load relief system, FLRS, retracts the flaps to the deflection corresponding to the next retracted lever position. This auto-retraction occurs in case of VFE exceedance and is only available in Conf 2, 3 or 4. It is indicated by an F relief indication flashing green on the engine warning display.
The last protection feature is the slat's alpha speed lock function. This function inhibits slats retraction at high angle of attack and or low speed. It is indicated by an A-lock pulsing green on the engine warning display.